Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Huzzah, and today I'm going to do something I haven't done in a little while. I'm going to pay attention to this rather annoying little screen on the main menu that spins away with updates that we didn't know were necessary. Because today, one of them caught my eye. Now there's been a monthly challenge for a little while, and this one is Babylon. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've watched this channel enough, you'll know that Huzzah is not particularly good at Babylon. Now I pride myself in Civ 6 as being a very versatile, make it up on the fly sort of YouTuber. I don't like to play the same map over and over to become really religiously good at it. I like to give myself a try at anything. Play the bad starts. Play the difficult strategies. If you get defeated, have another go at it. But this game, ladies and gentlemen, is listed as a quick speed Babylon science victory. Now, here's the thing. Babylon, in my head, are not a very good science civ. Don't get me wrong, okay? They're very good at going through the tech tree. I am not disagreeing with you there, but it's the late stage tech, the future era stuff. Double speed or double requirements for that takes a long time to get through once you start running out of Eurekas. Babylon are a fantastic domination civ, but science, I think this is my time to learn them properly. And this map spawn, I'll be honest with you, looked really cool. There we go. Emperor, 3 stars each, Babylon challenge. Let's go. So here we go. 3 stars each, Emperor. Everything is shuffled and random. Technology, civics, parameters of the map, other civilizations. All I know is that it's quick speed and Emperor difficulty. I haven't played on Emperor difficulty in a little while. We'll have a tiny bit more time than we would normally do on deity. Not that we need time, because Babylon is all about just jumping through the tech tree as quickly as possible. Minus 50% science, but Eurekas give us everything we need to achieve a tech, as well as 3 buildings first time I build a district, and extra envoys, a very rapid, unique warrior who can kill horses very well, and see lots of things, and Palgum, one of the strongest early game buildings in the game. +1 food on all freshwater tiles, or is it tiles next to a river? I think it might be river. I'll check one of them in game. But all we need to do is get a science victory before May 14th. I mean, we should be okay at that. Now, the whole point of this challenge is to have a go yourself, but I will leave this save file in Discord if you want to have a go at the one that I'm playing. Look at this start. Seemingly an amazing campus location. I've got myself a plains hill with a banana tile next to it, and honey, rainforest, a 5 yield amber tile. Oh my. And I'm on a continent split. Look at that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into this one. Give me the pop thirst, thank you, and I'll pump out a couple of my unique units. They effectively work as scouts because they have 3 movement, but they've got 7 extra combat strength, and they are 17 stronger against cavalry units, and most importantly have the melee class upgrade, which means they go into swordsman. This is a science challenge, but it doesn't mean I have to play fair. Now, I'm going to go for animal husbandry, but the tech tree, as you can see, is totally randomized. We are going to have our understanding of Eurekas in the forefront of our minds to be able to jump through this. As Babylon, I always like to go for the first 3 because there are no Eurekas on these ancient era techs, and even though we're on quick speed, which is a little bit faster than standard, you can see still 13 turns. Oh, painfully slowly. Palgums are just freshwater. Gives you +1 food, by the way. Freshwater. It's even better than I thought. I thought it was rivers, but no. Lakes will count as well. Keep on heading down the river. Oh, it's a lot of floodplain. Yeah, so my idea, in any game I go into in Civ, to be honest, you know that I'm quite an aggressive player. Babylon is very good at aggression. Being able to tech up a bunch of units and go very heavily on people means I could boost science by, well, just taking other people's stuff. This might be a little bit tricky though, because the Mayans are very tough. Want to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. Writing unlocked. Here they are. Right by me. That is within rushing range. Yeah, I can actually get a couple of my unique units and just go for it. Interesting. I also want to put this campus down as soon as I can. That will involve me getting mining first in order to be able to chop down the woods. Unless I settled for a +2, but I kind of want the era score. We kind of want all of it, to be honest with you, but okay, this is fine. I'm going to print my unique unit a few times though. The movement and the extra vision on these hopefully will mean we can find a lot of tribal villages very quickly. Emperor, by the way, as well. AI starts with a lot less. You can't see it, unfortunately. A lot less military. Military strength of 55 at the moment compared to my 37, which is pretty good. There's Leventa. First meet and Nalanda. Oh, these improvements are very good. Extra science for my libraries and an improvement that also gives me science. Is that a fire? it's burnt, not burning. I was like, oh no, if my unit's going to die immediately, what a start to this game that would be. Let's just print 2 more. I know I probably should get a settler out as fast as possible, but visibility on maps like this are all important because we want these tribal villages desperately. I think state workforce will probably be the better place for me to go right now in order to get the governor quickly. An Armani rush using Leventa or Nalanda's troops could get me this capital as soon as I'd want it. Discipline, God King, the usual starts on there. This, by the way, is a Pangaea map, if you were curious. Hence why I'm going a little heavily on things. Astrology, that's not what I wanted from a tribal village, to be honest with you. I was going to find a natural wonder at some point anyway. Oh, my science has definitely picked up a tiny bit now. That's a good thing that we found Nalanda. Political philosophy boosted, tribal village, Venice, another first meet, wow. Emperor AI really does not explore very quickly. I guess that's the problem with taking all of the warriors out. Valletta has been met. All right, we finally found a city-state that has been met by somebody else. How disappointing. Is that 4 continents? Wow. This is quite the split. Look at that. Ethiopia, Master of the Hills. Again, quite difficult defensive target. But they're down here. Good to know. Go on. Give me a builder or something. An envoy. Ooh. All right. Trade route, heavy chariot, preserve. There's got to be some stuff here that we can finish off quickly. Nazca. There's a lot of desert down here as well. Again, met by the Mayans, but you know, that is more understandable. Barb camp completed? No. Oh, I thought that would be an easy win for us there. Well, Hypatia is the first scientist out, so we want to get as many of these as possible just for my second city, ideally. Oh, I realized this was a +3 because of the rainforest, which I'm unlikely to cut, so maybe we save this for a holy site? It means I don't have to chop it. Okay, let's do that. Masonry in a tribal, you know, we're getting as many Eurekas as we possibly could, but again, not what I need. Like a builder. Builder would be really cool. Minor resource. Let's do it. Come on. See that you continue to stay away from my homeland. Yeah, about that. I don't know if I'll keep up with that one. Religious settlements are still available. Wow. Shall I forward settle the Mayans here? If I settle on that floodplain, I'll have access to a farmable resource, which will give me irrigation, which then means that I can work my Palgam quicker, which is a very strong building and would give so many of my tiles 1 extra food, including all of these plains hills. Or I could go for something like Divine Spark in order to get more scientist points, or we could go for a 3 builder as well as the city growth. There's a plantation, a camp, there's a couple of bits and pieces. No, let's go for the settler. I so rarely get this. This is actually quite nice about playing on a slightly lower difficulty. And yeah, I'm gonna forward settle the Mayans. I'm very sorry. Sorry, but kind of not sorry as well. Steam Vicky. Hello, Steam Vicky. Oh, where are you? You found me. Okay. Can live with that, but I would rather we don't get onto too close terms because, you know, I might end up killing you. Animal husbandry. Done. Pottery. Let's get that. And, oh, a source of horse. I desperately need a builder, which I can actually afford. Let's do that. Come off state workforce quickly. Go foreign trade. I should make sure that we're boosting things properly here. Here's the campus. It's the first one I've built, so I get a 3 library in it, so we should be getting 2 scientist points per turn already. First improvement, pasture, horseback riding. Pingala is a very good start, but I could cut and chop out a few things here, so I'm tempted to go Magnus, grab myself some settlers without reducing Babylon's cost, and then we can get Pingala in a second. I like having great people points, don't get me wrong, but I wonder if it's the best thing that I could be getting right now. Urban planning, a little bit of extra production. Beautiful. And I've brought the city back 1 tile, just so that I can settle a little closer and put a campus on that +4 tile there. So I'm just making sure that I can stretch a bunch of districts all on this. Should be fun. Should be good. Kill the Barb camp, please. Thank you, military tradition. Done. Dead Sea, directly to the north of the Mayans. And yes, I am targeting barbarians here. Don't want them to escape. I want bronze working as soon as I can get it. This is good. Injured scouts appearing. Barbarians across rivers I can fortify for. Go on, get the kill. Bam, bronze working. Do we have any iron? Do we not have any iron? No. Come on, we need iron. We need to upgrade our unique units. 3 sources. There, directly south, and over in the distance. Okay, right. There's nothing too crazy. City number 2. Yeah, you're not gonna like me. Let's not worry about that too much. So one thing I'm not doing is killing a unit with a slinger. So we're gonna get rid of that quickly. Do you need to farm a resource? We do need to get the wheel. Eurekas are everything. I'm actually gonna sell some honey and some horses early game in order to try and afford a builder a little bit quicker. Yeah, there we go. That means we can grab this tile super quickly. Just scouting out the Mayan lands before I'm kicked out of their borders. They have 3 cities now. This is really worth me going and paying them a small visit. Collecting that iron has become very, very important for me though, as is improving mines down for wheel. Again, just revealing the trade route, the science routes that we need to take. We still need to farm a resource, but we're going to do that in a couple turns now. Recorded history, that's one that I probably was going to do myself, but never mind. Here is the tile, and bam. We have irrigation, which means we now have access to the wonderful, beautiful Palgum. 2 production, 1 housing, and 1 food for every single tile on freshwater. That's a lot of them. Yeah, really scouting a lot of this map. Very, very quick units, a lot of extra sites. It just, to be honest, this kind of just shows off how powerful the Portuguese bonus is at the beginning of the game. Here's the Palgum. It reflects our values and priorities. And one of the fun things about it that people often forget is that it gives food to all freshwater, including a city centre, if it's on freshwater. So yeah, there's a lot of extra yields on tiles. Get the government plaza finished. Macedon, you may not be so happy about me going and conquering everyone. I'm sure we'll be fine. The mines have their archer up, that's fine. But look what I found. It landed just outside their borders. That's a shame for you, isn't it? Now I have a heavy chariot, and that gave me 2 envoys because 2 city-states wanted it, including Nalanda, who I can now obtain as my first suzerain, and put down some lovely improvements, as well as getting a bit of extra era score. Not that we need the era score. I forget how long ages are on Emperor difficulty. We really have got all the time in the world here. Oh, we've got a barbarian scout being a little bit of a pain here, but never mind. We'll get the heavy chariot back to come and deal with you. Extra governor, let's go for provision. And I think we can start treating ourselves to a few more units now. Got a lot of horses coming along. Well, I did till they got destroyed. Let's start making some horsemen. I feel like I've got a little bit of an early game rush coming along. 10 turns, no, 9 turns on the end of the era. Good. We're ready to put this one behind us now. My next governor will be Armani, and I think Laventa is a great place to leave you. 78 gold for some extra units. Don't mind if I do. City number 3. I can sell my open borders for a little bit of gold here, which I'm going to do in order to just quickly afford the builder, like so. Go and get the iron mine, sort that out as quickly as possible. That'll be a good double upgrade that we very much need. Whilst I work on the Palgum. Really good first building, that one. No reason, but a battering ram I think would be a good idea. Horses were just a curiosity of scholars, were they now? I'm not one to judge. Go and fix that. I need more source of horse. Let's get a trader in. I can trade with the Mayans and build a road through this very difficult passageway. My horses can run through it, but my other units are struggling. Bam. Apprenticeship, that gives me iron working as well, because that's my 3rd mine and it's on iron. The double whammy, just to show you how we're doing right now. Macedon, 5 techs. 5 techs for the mines, 6 techs for Vicky, 6 for Ethiopia, 13 for me. I'm falling very much behind compared to the AI right now. I do apologize. Just awful. Actually, I'm gonna put my envoys into Laventa and move Armani somewhere else, because I'd rather keep stability on Laventa in the long run. Maybe Anshan would be good. Yes, more scientific city-states. Wonderful stuff. Now, my unique unit can go all the way to man-at-arms now. That's 170 gold. That's expensive. We also need 13 iron, which we should get in about 5 or 6 turns. It's all about timing this rush. 2 perfection. 3 recon unit. Oh, lovely. We had a slight barbarian problem and everything got raised, but no worries. I was selling that resource anyway, so it doesn't count. Oh, that road's even better. That goes all the way over to Kuba. Gives me a little bit of food whilst it's at it. And then, of course, currency as well. Mayans have 226 military strength. It means they are no pushovers, but I do want to take them on. I do think it's too important to me. Just specializing different cities into different things right now. I've got a bunch of sped desert up here that I can use for districts. This city I could really use an encampment with. Let's go put that there. And I'm building things like heavy chariots, very powerful early game units in other cities. So I might get myself a nice little lumber mill whilst we're at it as well. Horseman is very powerful, but do you like the sound? I very much like the sound of the man-at-arms rush. Another builder. Oh yeah. You'll notice I'm not really bothering with building wonders. I do that deliberately. There's no point in my head putting all that production into something that I'm just going to end up stealing from somebody else. Right, okay, perfect. There's education. Our first great scientist. Do I wait for another city to make a campus first? I probably will, you know. Yes, I probably will. I'd like the 3 library more than the +1 science at this stage. Bam. Mass production takes me all the way to the Renaissance era already. Oh, it's wild. Just playing as Babylon is one crazy ride that just needs to never ever finish. Also, trading with the mines for their their gold right now is not a problem. Also, grabbing alliances with these two other nations whilst I just pull this war together, that's not a problem either. Gonna take discipline off briefly to put maneuver in. When I do produce my horse units, I'd like to produce them a little bit quicker. Babylon does have a lot of production for that. Where's natural philosophy, political philosophy? Up there, up in this direction. All right. Weird tech tree continues to get weirder. Portugal is the last player. We've met everyone. We're on 55 era score in the ancient era. That's pretty crazy. It's just Babylon things. Let's see what this golden age can give us. What would be the most helpful? Converting my +3 faith into builders could be fun. How's the religion game going? Eastern Orthodoxy has been claimed. I'm very tempted to get some Crusade. Crusade feed the world. Let's go for Exodus. We don't need the extra science from Eurekas right now. Extra culture would be good. Monumentality is always fun. But no, we're going to go for a religion. We're playing this the Ursa way. This is how Ursa plays. He likes to go heavy religion. We all know this. Just checking in with score. Very bad way of working out who's in the lead, but it is a method. I'm on 152, 111 for the Mayans, 126 for Ethiopia, 104 for England, 83 for Macedon, 78 for Portugal. 3 cities, 4 cities. 3 cities, 3 cities, 4 cities, 3 cities. I think I actually have the population lead already. Again, just not used to it. Just Emperor difficulty. It's so more chilled at the beginning of the game. Oh, is that an encampment? That would be a shame if something were to happen to that, would it not? I'm gonna sell my resources to the Mayans, because then I'll get them back as soon as war is declared. But here's my first man-at-arms. I've got a horseman, a man-at-arms, 2 heavy chariots, plenty of units that will be pretty good to attack here. So I think the war will start imminently. Speaking of, let's start moving units around into place. Your warriors mass near my lands. Oh, it's strange that, isn't it? Very strange. You've offended me for too long. I feel like I have offended you for that long. So Anshan, oh, Anshan was actually claimed by the Mayans. Annoying. As is Nazca, but these are just 2 targets. I see them as targets. Send Mani instead over to Rapanoi. Kill a barb camp up in the north for a little bit of gold. Tasty. And as you can see, we have all of my luxuries back. I will do next turn once it all clears through. Do I stay and kill this encampment first? I think I will, you know. I want to be quite thorough and make sure that it can't grow walls or anything silly. Plus it makes the capital just a touch weaker. Always go for techs that you can't get the boosts for. So a government with 6 inherent policy cards is really, really tricky to rush. So we're going to go for that first. Where are the Mayan archers? They'll appear somewhere. Oh, both Leventa and Valletta want a trade route. I'll go for Valletta first. Both of those are fun options for me. Babylon's production already is very crazy. Can't wait to use more of that stuff. But whilst I've got horses, horsemen are appearing. Look at the fact the road actually got all the way through. It didn't quite get to where I needed to go, but it got very close. Encampment down. Man-at-arms, other units all running in. And before the walls pop up, I think we're just going to throw ourselves in and do some damage. Once the man-at-arms gets hit, then we've got a little bit of a unit with a bit of a club. Well, more of a massive hammer than a club, but you know what I mean. You might be thinking to yourself, Ursa, there's so much space on this continent. You really didn't need to go after the Mayans. That, of course, is a correct answer. I very much did not need to go after them, but here we are. There's mathematics because that is an industrial zone complete with a workshop. Next time we'll get a barracks in that city. So as expected / feared, the walls are beginning to pop up, but don't worry, the man-at-arms is here to bust those open immediately. With a battering ram, as you can see, they're not going to last very long. So half of this now is just a case of keeping troops open whilst reinforcements shuffle in and out of the nation. I've got resources to sell, and now that I've got a bit of gold, we could, in theory, start to get reinforcements like Nalanda, Laventa. Both of those would give era score. I'm actually looking at some point to pick up 3 archers. We've got to remember all of the different upgrades that I can get here. Let's take the U, and then we'll go and sell some horses to also levy you. Plenty of army now, all along the way. Madadam says, your walls are not allowed anymore. Wow, okay, that's pretty powerful. Machinery, I built a 3rd archer. Crossbows can now be upgraded if we would like them. And next turn, we're going to have enough iron to get a 2nd man-at-arms, which is quite exciting as well. Walls are down. Let's levy this city, raise it to the floor. Engineering has been finished because I have an ancient wall, which is good because Babylon needs to put down an aqueduct now. We're working on industry whilst my army is fighting in the north. Actually, we don't need to do that as quickly as I thought because we can do the aqueduct up to the north anyway. That's where my industrial zone is. Okay, so I'll work on the industrial zone first. 2nd man-at-arms, here it is. 1 attack. Do we sacrifice the horsemen here? I'm going to sacrifice the horsemen to take the city. It's a bit of a sacrifice play there, but it works for me because I now have the capital. I've pushed it back and I have an area that I can reinforce reinforce and pull troops into immediately, including another encampment, which is awesome. It'll be interesting to see what they do with their army here. Sometimes when you take a city, the AI can get a little bit confused and they start moving it about, which is exactly what we just saw. Move you, get a nice little sweeping attack. I'm needing to upgrade my man-at-arms at some point, but a nice archer kill massively helps things. Well, I got totally played there. My man-at-arms ended up being killed. There are a lot of Mayan archers now. No matter. We'll reinforce. We've got a lot of reinforcements on the way. Everyone's healing. Everyone's pulling back round. Not too worried in the long term. And to be honest, this is all a bit of a distraction because back in my empire, we have industrial zones being built everywhere, aqueducts, campuses. There is so much good stuff. Political philosophy. I'm going to pick oligarchy for now, just while this war's going along. Get the general points in. There's maneuver. Here's conscription, but I like the +4 combat from all of my melee troops. That's a nice thing, because we can get a general as quick as we can. We should get either the 3rd or the 4th. That's not a problem. But there's my prophet. We can get a religion as soon as we have a holy site. Have we discovered mercenaries yet? Over there. We can pick that up pretty quickly, actually. Let's go military training and then immediately into divine right and mercenaries. Wow. I'd love to be able to upgrade all of my troops quicker and cheaper. Troop quality is very much what is giving me the biggest advantage in this game at the moment. It's the Babylon way, you know? Military engineering, trebuchets, niter, armories. That's all from building an aqueduct. The thing with Babylon, this is what I always try and remember to do, is you need to just build every district. Just move it all around. Put a little bit of everything everywhere. You'll pick up so many of these Eurekas as fast as possible. Come on, make your way across the river. They want peace. They're very tempted. I just don't want to be the person that makes the initial attack here. I need two attacks on one of these units, and then I should be able to have the combat power to kill them, or a general and a crossbow combination. Something like that will give me the power I need. In fact, if I just move the horsemen out a little bit, maybe I'll lure them in, give them another target that they won't be able to resist attacking. So they've got at least 3 archers running around. Oh, big explosion. Killed a bit of population and roasted a horseman, which isn't ideal. There is a road across that. That's good to know. There are opportunities opening themselves up, actually. I think we're going to get a good breakthrough very soon. Campus, finished. 3 library. Another chunk of scientist points per turn. Yes, here we go. They took the bait. This archer can now take a little bit of a cheeky shot against that unit. Horseman can attack as well, but it will probably leave itself fairly isolated. Let's give them other targets. Move a warrior. This is a levied warrior. I don't care for it. I'll move this heavy chariot forward. Again, don't really care for it. Horseman attacks from the safety of the woods. Only this archer can attack it. Okay, we're just luring their troops out. If you hadn't noticed, by the way, the one thing I am waiting for here is a great general. Once I get a great general, we should be able to swoop in. See what they do. They're going to rush me. They're going to rush me. They sensed weakness. That is exactly what we wanted to see. An opportunity to kill as many units as we can here now. Selling a couple of spare horses to upgrade a crossbow. This is strong now. This is strong, especially with a great general. Cardiff, don't mind if I borrow you, do you? Just explore a little bit further of the map. Yep, they're attacking. They're attacking. Oh, you're going to regret doing that. As I now have a wall, means I can shoot you with the power of crossbows. Bam. Unit kills. And my first great general arrives as well. Alright, starts to think about counterattacking now. Celestial navigation, mathematics, and engineering. Oh, I had all 3 of those. That's a shame. Okay, I should have passed. Never mind, we can probably rush in. Grab the next scientist anyway. I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. Yep, you're just going to attack me with random units. Cool, that was a levied warrior. Really didn't mind seeing that. Push the man-at-arms forward, the spearman forward. I really would like to get a spearman kill. Might be a bit much to ask for right now. Alright, we'll just keep the spearman near. So I might move my general to this tile in the hope that the archer takes the bait and crosses the river to kill it. Often that will happen. 20 gold per turn on a peace deal now. They are desperate for peace. Yep, they took the bait. They took the bait. Excellent. Attack, get a kill with the spearman, which gives me military tactics, which is pikeman. Move my crossbow in and immediately start tagging archers. Oh, the AI is finally buying diplo favor. Awesome. You may notice that this war is not going particularly well. The real reason for this, oh, that flood is annoying. That flood is very annoying. The real reason for this is that I've been building economy back home. That's what I've been prioritizing. We've got industrialization going on already. There's the coal power plant. Their defenses are annoyingly stern. I just haven't been able to get myself a decent army together in one go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the peace here, which is frustrating, but it doesn't mean I have to keep the peace. We're going to denounce them immediately. And in 9 turns, we can go back to war, but this means we can reset. Just get the promotions we need. Keep the the city-state troops here, upgrade them all. I didn't want to upgrade them before the levying expired because, you know, you just then have to buy them back. And we'll come back with a bigger army that's stronger. But now I'm building a load of military. Now we're going to return with some well-justified aggression. We're well in the lead. We're doing all right. Once this army comes to bear, we'll be able to just bring it round and sweep the rest of the world. Just unlocking it, you know, that's the thing. It's being patient, and we have 3 campuses, 3 industrial zones. The actual economy of my nation is doing fantastic. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. That flood was a bit annoying, but we'll work on it. Rifling, because we have NITA. Excellent. The levies have expired. Let's get them back in now, and now we can afford to upgrade some troops. Some really, really good troops now. So now we are starting to upgrade city-state troops. They're bringing catapults, so that's 2 sets of very powerful units now making their way to the front line. This attack, I am coming back with a lot more force than I had before. Divine right. Tier 2 government. Although I'm just about to pick up the warlord's throne, I'm very temporarily going to switch government to classical republic to pick up that legacy card. Then I'll go monarchy in a second. We have such a weird combination of cards available to us at the moment. So many of these civics have just totally been missed. Imhotep. I think mausoleum would be quite a fun idea right now. Oh, that's a meteor shower right outside my borders. I'm just going to wait 4 turns for night. I think that's fun. And very sorry, but it's formal wartime again. Yeah, because unfortunately for you, I actually took a little bit of time now to make sure my troops were upgraded. They're feeling a little more powerful than last time. We have a lot of troops in a lot of fun locations. It's the introduction of the trebuchets. They are by far the most fun. Okay, yeah, their units are attacking me in lots of different locations. They, you know, the Mayans have built up a pretty large army. We can't deny that. Is it big enough? Do they have enough troops? Well, we shall find out, won't we? Because one thing is certain. I have a lot of troops. For every counterattack they make, they're meeting a bunch of my very, very powerful units. And all of these are levied as well, so I really don't care for them. It's like, oh no, they got killed again. What a shame. There's gunpowder because we've built an armory. A little bit more gold, and we'll be able to afford a musket instantaneously. Now, a nice little trick I like to do is chop down conquered cities' woods in order to rush walls. It gives you quite a tasty extra chunk of damage that you can just do against them immediately. Pile the damage on. Do not let them back. We have basically infinite troops. They do not. Again, just leaving my builders in places that will tempt the AI into claiming them, thus sacrificing their units immediately. Yep, we pulled them out. It's really that simple. I've unlocked the knight. We need to just build one of these, get a kill with it, unlock line inventory as soon as we can. There's a kill, and there is also a kill. Alright, they shouldn't have too many troops now. We're going to move away from their capital where they're getting the combat bonus, and we're going to head down in this direction in order to take these 2 cities before they can amass an effective defense. 2 inspirations. Oh, goodness me, more scientists. This is medieval or Renaissance. Classical era wonder I'm unlikely to do. Build 2 university. Yeah, to be honest, a lot of these are pretty useful for me. So astronomy, banking, 2 very, very good upgrades for us there. And we are starting to rock on our scientist points now. Golden age time. There's mercenaries. We can upgrade troops so much quicker now. Time to pick up monumentality. Get those builders in. Change government to go for monarchy. Public and legacy in your pop. Professional army. Retinues. And I think scientist points. Let's just all double in on the stuff that we have ability on. My first coal power plant is built, by the way, which means I've revealed oils and battleship. Where is my oil? Should be somewhere. Oh well. Time for Ruhr Valley. It was a good rush with Babylon this one. My first musket. Melee units gain 5 combat strength. Are you sure you want to do that, World Congress? Okay. That's the sort of thing that makes Ursa very happy indeed. Now, my trebuchets are doing well. We've got square rigging because I managed to get a kill with a musket. Here's another great general. So now we've got 2 on different front lines. The knight now rushes to the front line. Get a kill with a knight. Unlock line inventory. Oh, Nalanda's being killed. That's not appreciated. Alright, how long is my friendship with Ethiopia? 14 turns. Yeah, alright. Well, we know where we're going after this. World wants to put a military aid request through on the Mayans? Sure. Give them more troops. I'm sure that will massively help their situation. Oh wait, it probably won't. Attack, move in, keep attacking. Just gonna switch the generals round as well, because this one works with catapults and this one works with muskets. Let's having generals girls of slightly different ages for this exact reason. And now, 1, 2, and 3. We might not kill those walls this turn, but we'll get very close. Oh, don't mind me as well. Praying in walls. Just what I do. That's just what the letter gives me, you know? There is the great city of Tikal, and a kill with a knight in order to give me the tech I need, but also to eliminate the Mayans. You see, sometimes just take a break in a war, come back stronger, come back with cavalry. And now this army is going to immediately swing round. You can see a bunch of these city-states like Anshan, Nazca. These could all get picked up by me, but I'm going to send all of my army across the desert now, and we're going to head over to Ethiopia, who has 4 cities. Again, pretty easy to conquer, I would hope. Once Babylon is done with the coal power plant, get myself a foreign ministry, because these levied troops are too powerful. I shall be taking them everywhere with me. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Waller Bear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zersa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Mr. Awesome, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, The Nickerman, Bob Loblaw, Davalex. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!